My name's Luke Moyer. I hope you'll join us for a weekend of faith and science. My role is to discuss three aspects. First is the issue of doubt. How does our doubt and our faith interact? It's not surprising that we usually pit faith and doubt against one another, and there are many passages that warn against doubt and its damaging nature. However, we don't want to say that we can't ask questions. So one of the things we have to do is determine the difference between asking questions in order to discover truth and the kinds of doubt that the scriptures usually denounce. Specifically, we'll be looking at the end of Matthew's account, in which we might be surprised how Jesus deals with doubt amongst the disciples after his resurrection, as opposed to prior to his resurrection. Second, I want to look at faith and science. This is another one of those issues that we always put faith against science, but I believe if we understand science and faith properly, they are not at odds with one another. In fact, they complement each other quite well. So we're not going to be looking at why we should have faith and why we should reject science. It's merely the opposite, why we should accept and embrace the world around us as God has created us as reason to draw us closer to Him. And then finally, we'll be looking at the issue of what questions are we asking. It was common for people to come to Jesus and ask for a sign. And Jesus gave them a sign, but it was not the sign that they expected. So we want to reconsider, what are the questions we're asking? What types of signs are we looking for? What is the data that we're willing to accept? And what are we trying to get out of these conversations? And we're going to look at what Jesus had to say about his own resurrection and about how that serves as a sign for his own identity and the answer to all of our problems. I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll bring your questions. I hope to talk to you specifically. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask, I hope that we can discuss those things together and that we can arrive at a better understanding of God's will and our faith in our Creator.